stuff, personal stories, strategy deep dives, tech insights, and some really crucial ethical points,
A
too.
real mix.
It gives us this holistic view, I think. Helps us challenge assumptions, connect dots maybe you wouldn't expect.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. For this deep dive, the core idea, the thing we really want to focus on, is putting you right at the center of your AI strategy.
Designing your life first.
Designing your life first, then letting AI serve that vision, not, the other way around. What a thought, right?
It flips the script.
It really does. Because, so many of us, we start with the business goals, the KPIs. But maybe that's backward.
Well, we heard from Seidel on this, and she really challenges that approach.
Yeah, she says start with your life aspirations, not your calendar, your life.
She literally maps out her life, what she wants it to look like, feel like, over the next 18 months.
And the business has to fit that. It serves the life vision.
Yep.
That feels revolutionary.
It really is. Because, as she points out, and it's so profound, a business just isn't sustainable if you don't weave personal well-being right into it, into its foundation.
It has to be baked in from the start.
Exactly. And she lives it. I mean, get this. She blocks out the entire first week of every month just to work on her business strategy, planning, not just doing the day-to-day stuff.
Wow, that takes discipline.
And she has a strict no-win-end availability policy. It's this really intentional design, making sure work supports life, not the other way around.
I can just imagine people listening, maybe sighing a little at that no weekend rule.
Yeah.
It's tough, but aspirational.
Yeah.
And this whole idea, designing life first, it links up so well with what Zena shared about her emotional intelligence training.
That was powerful.
Yeah, she talked about how it helps shift your mindset, right? Opens up possibilities, lets you have those difficult, maybe vulnerable conversations you might otherwise avoid.
And that self-awareness is key.
Makes you think. If we get better at understanding ourselves, our needs, maybe we can use technology much more effectively. Use it to design the life we actually want.
Instead of just adapting to environments that, let's face it, weren't always built with humans in mind.
Exactly. Adapting to systems not designed for us.
And that shifts us away from that old work-life balance idea, which always felt a bit like a competition, didn't it?
Like two separate things fighting for time.
Right. To something more like work-life integration. Work is part of your life, hopefully an enriching part.
Which brings up a big question for everyone listening. How intentional are you being about designing purpose into your day, your work? Or are you kind of letting it happen to you?
Letting it design you, yeah.
And this is where Zena mentioned people often get stuck. That paralysis moment when it comes to workflows.
Ah, yes, the workflow stage. Crucial.
It's so tempting to see a cool new AI tool and just jump on it. But if your process underneath is chaotic, well, you just automate the chaos. Right?
Precisely. You've got to map out your processes first, understand the steps, how things actually work now, before you even look at software or AI. That's the critical first move.
Okay, so that's the philosophy, the human-centered approach. But let's get practical. How is this playing out? Where are we seeing AI really empowering people, like right now? What did our sources tell us?
Well, building on that idea of intentionality, one place AI is surprisingly helpful is in our own communication.
Really? How so?
Yawa shared this insight. She found that learning to prompt AI effectively actually makes you a better communicator.
Interesting.
Because you're forced to be clear, right, to provide context, to really think through your request. It kind of acts like this real-time feedback loop for just articulating things better.
Huh. So the tool helps sharpen your own skills. I like that.
Exactly. And then think about education. Personalized learning.
Oh, yeah. Muenda shared something amazing there.
Incredible. A business using AI coaches specifically for disadvantaged kids.
And it's not just like sticking lessons online.
No, it's tailoring everything, learning styles, how fast they progress. It even adjusts the courses based on the child's strengths, their weaknesses.
Imagine the impact of that. Truly personalized education, meeting every single child exactly where they are.
Yeah.
It's a transformative potential, isn't it?
Huge potential.
Yeah.
And Amal gave another powerful example, this time using AI for empathetic messaging.
Empathetic messaging. Tell me more.
In community colleges, they're using it for students who are under duress, going through tough times.
Okay.
The AI helps facilitate sensitive interactions without making the student relive difficult experiences over and over again to different people.
So it avoids re-traumatization. That's incredibly human-focused.
It really shows AI can handle delicate, sensitive tasks, not just crunching numbers or boosting efficiency.
And beyond these sort of bigger picture applications, people also shared some really practical tools they're using right now.
Some specific examples.
Desmond mentioned Quinn AI. I hadn't heard of that one. For vibe coding.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It uses AI to analyze content, text, images, video, and quickly figures out the emotional tone, the vibe of it.
Okay.
He found it was way faster than doing it manually, or even using simpler tools like Canva for this kind of analysis. Lets you adjust content strategy really quickly based on the emotional resonance.
Wow, okay. For content creators, that sounds like a game changer.
Yeah.
Quick vibe checks.
Definitely. And then Seidel found Puzzle.io.
Puzzle.io. What's that?
It's a visual mapping tool, but the cool thing is it integrates directly with sauce apps, like Zapier.
Ah, okay.
It makes documenting workflows much simpler, more visual, even if you're not, like, a flowchart expert. Drag and drop logic, basically. Turning these complex processes into maps anyone can understand.
Nice. So tools that make the mapping itself easier.
Exactly. And all these examples, they really show AI's potential isn't just efficiency. It's about deeper, more human outcomes.
Using tech to meet real human needs. That really seems to be the thread here.
That's the goal.
But,
yeah.
Okay, we've talked about the potential, the excitement. We also need to be critical, right? We need that clear-eyed view.
Absolutely crucial.
Masai raised this challenge of separating the signal from the noise. There's just so much hype.
So much.
And he mentioned that MIT report.
Yeah.
Saying 95% of enterprise AI pilots, they fail to deliver actual business value.
95%. That's a staggering number.
It really is. It tells you it's not just about having the tech. It's about knowing what's truly useful, what actually works, versus just shiny objects.
Yeah, and that leads directly into the ethical side, which is urgent.
Definitely. Charles shared something really concerning.
His daughters, right?
Yeah, his teenage daughters were shown an AI-generated video.
Yeah.
And it depicted Black people negatively.
Oh, that's deeply troubling. And it's not just a one-off issue, is it?
No. It highlights this critical, immediate need for us, for everyone, to influence AI's output. And even more, the data it learns from.
Because if we don't,
we risk just baking in and amplifying harmful stereotypes on a massive scale.
It's a huge responsibility.
And it's not just social stuff either. Dr. Charmaine's research brought up the environmental impact.
Right, the data centers, the energy consumption.
Huge energy consumers. And she mentioned public concerns about links, potential links between these operations and things like hurricane intensity, especially relevant for places like the Caribbean.
So the cost of AI isn't just dollars or social impact, it's environmental too. A good reminder that tech advances always have wider ripple effects.
And then there's the representation issue, which is just stark.
Amal's data on this was alarming.
Less than 5% of data models on the public internet represent our people. Less than 1% are women.
Think about that. Less than 5%, less than 1%.
What happens when the data AI learns from, its whole worldview basically doesn't reflect humanity's diversity?
The answer is pretty clear, isn't it? The tech will be biased, it will be exclusive, it just won't be able to serve everyone properly.
And Muenda pointed to that book, An Empire of AI, talking about this reckless race to total domination.
A race for AI supremacy.
Yeah, and the worry isn't just about who wins the market share. It's about rushing ahead so fast that ethics, societal impact, they get left behind.
Just speed and market control mattering most.
And the deep concern there is that ethnic minorities, they're just not part of the plan. Their experiences, their needs could be completely absent if we don't act.
Which leads to that powerful call to action from the discussion.
Yeah, that quote.
If we're not showing up, if we're not on these AI platforms, our cultural relevance and experiences will be completely left out.
Completely left out. It's stark. Inaction equals erasure, basically.
If underrepresented communities aren't actively building, shaping, participating, their perspectives won't just be ignored. They might effectively cease to exist in these new digital realms.
Which ties right back to Amal's 4 pillars for responsible AI design.
Ethics, inclusivity, sustainability, and accountability. They have to be foundational.
Okay, so faced with all this, the potential, the pitfalls, the urgency, what does this mean for you listening right now? What are the next steps?
Well, it means being proactive, taking action.
We heard about people in the group getting into AI certifications, things like the NewPath certification, the UiPath starter course.
And I love that UiPath 1 is in those 10-minute chunks. Makes it manageable, right?
Totally. Fits into a busy life. You can actually do it.
And the interesting angle Amal brought up is that these certifications, they don't just get you a job potentially.
Right, it's more than that.
They can change how recruiters even see you. You move from being just a potential employee to positioning your business to offer services. It's a shift.
From job seeker to service provider. That's empowering.
It really is, building business opportunities, not just looking for employment.
And importantly, for anyone feeling a bit overwhelmed or stuck trying to get started with AI, Amal made that generous offer to help.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. That was the message.
Reach out. There are people, resources available to guide you.
And connecting this to the bigger picture again, it's about collaboration, building community.
Like that idea of an African-American incubator at Howard.
Exactly. It's not just about the tech itself. It's about supporting diverse voices, making sure different perspectives are included in building this future.
Writing our story, as Amal put it, within the AI space.
It's a really powerful vision for collective empowerment.
So wrapping this deep dive up, it feels like the big takeaway is that getting AI right, it's not really just about the technology.
Not at all. It's about that intentional design we started with.
Having a clear vision for your life first, and having this deep commitment to inclusivity, to well-being.
The real power isn't just in adopting the tools. It's in understanding the implications, the good, the bad, the complex. It's about shaping AI's development consciously.
And using it to amplify human potential, human purpose, responsibly, ethically.
That's the challenge and the opportunity.
So your journey into AI, it can actually be this powerful tool for designing yourself, for building the life you truly want.
And for making sure your voice and the voices of your community are actually heard in this landscape that's changing so incredibly fast.
Absolutely critical.
So here's maybe a final thought for you to chew on. If you actually sat down and mapped out your ideal day, your ideal week, your ideal life, what's just one single AI-powered workflow you could introduce, maybe even today, that would move you just one step closer to that vision?
Just one small step.
Just one. And how might that simple step affect not just your productivity, but maybe your overall sense of well-being, your impact? Something to consider.
That's a great place to leave it. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep designing.